Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Single Player Survival Minecraft. Today we are here in our single player world and we're going to be doing a few more things in our in the shopping area, but a bit more around the place. I want to quickly show you a few things I've done. I've started planning out this building off camera and maybe every one or two little things that I just can't remember, but yeah, it's just small things that I've been changing. Getting things to tweak the way I want them to be, or tweaking things the way I want them to be, that's what I wanted to say. So today we are going to be doing a few things around here. One being we are going to be doing the tunnels. We're going to be making tunnels from shop to shop, and we all want these to kind of interconnect, and I need somewhere for them to kind of connect up to, sort of like a little hub place, I guess you could call it. And what I'm thinking in terms of these tunnels, because let me quickly explain. For those of you guys who don't know, we're going to be connecting this whole base up with tunnels underneath, kind of like a little underground scene going on here, and we want them to all connect to somewhere. And I think right under here could be a great idea, or maybe as close to it as we can. We can see what we think is under there when we dig. So I'm gonna dig little holes with little secret trapdoors, or maybe not too secret, I guess. But yeah, there'll be trapdoors there at least, and we will be making little spooky rooms. And I'll quickly show you what I'm talking about with the tunnel idea. And we might have to do things a little bit more brighter, because this got really, really dark when we did it. So right in here, we've got a little underground bar. It's kind of just a normal old thing. Nothing too crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little path like this. And in fact, this actually, if we can keep it this kind of light, I'm happy. So this is like a spooky path. We've got little kind of things falling away. We've got light coming from places. We've got water flowing underneath, because this is meant to be almost by a sewer or something like that, I guess. So we'll go around here. We've got vines. Just overall, it kind of gives you this little spooky kind of feel. I like these little holes in here where we put little torches or light sources way back, and like that. I think it works really well. So that's the plan for today with these tunnels. We're going to start doing that sort of stuff. And this one is actually a good example, because this comes out in a different house. So we go up here, close that, and we hop outside. You can see we've traveled from there and we've come out in here. The plan is actually that eventually that tunnel might have another tunnel coming off it, and I want to kind of have it at a stage where we start getting lost and we just don't know where things are. So I think that could be kind of cool. Now, one thing I did do is I grabbed enough oak to build something, but the funny thing is we don't need oak for this. We're going to be using spruce, because I think it's a bit of a better log. We did need oak though, that's for sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that. We might have to cut that tree down that I've got outside there. That's actually getting quite low. The other thing we're going to need is we're going to need a bunch of vines. So I'm going to have to go down to the vine farm, I guess, in our farming area, and just cut a bit of those down, but that'll be a bit later. And yeah, we may as well get all these things as well now. So grab those, that. And, oh, we need the moss stone. That could actually come in quite useful here. Anything in there that I need? That's what I needed. Okay, great. So the plan is that we are going to... Let's actually quickly talk about where we want tunnels to go. So we want no tunnel in here. The reason for that is... Actually, we could maybe do a tunnel in here. I actually don't even know why that is the case. But yeah, we could do a tunnel in here, but there's a little bit of redstone stuff there. That's nothing complicated, let me tell you. It's very, very simple stuff there. In fact, we don't even need it there. We could even get rid of it. But I want to do this shopping area, because this is the area that we've been focusing on. It's the area that I think is really coming along quite nicely. And I want to kind of just connect these up before we keep going too far, and then we have to do an entire giant project changing all these shops up and stuff. So let's go into the butcher and check where we can put this. So we've got the counter. We've got little quartz blocks there. So maybe we could do something along the lines of going down here. Maybe just get rid of that for now. We want to go down enough blocks, because what I did in the other one is I didn't go down far enough. I knew I was forgetting something. You know what I was forgetting? Ladders and trapdoors. Well, I'll quickly go grab them, but I'll tell you about what we did in the last one, which we've learnt our lesson from. Is this last one here, we actually didn't go down far enough. So we went down what I thought would be enough blocks, and it really wasn't. So we're pretty damn close to the surface. Let's check. Ladders and trapdoors. Tell you what, I'll grab the ladders and trapdoors. I'm probably going to have to craft some up, yep, for sure. And then I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I just got started. I dug down, and I came into this giant cavern of water. So I decided to go give it a little bit of a try and spruce things up a bit. So we've got ourselves all of these little mossy stone bricks. I kind of just got a little bit carried away and decorated the place, but I think it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. In fact, I think what I might do is I might just make sure that this is actually flowing water. It is not flowing water, sorry. It's actually you falling into water, which could be kind of cool. I'll have to do that another time. Obviously, I don't have any water buckets on me right now. But I think that would be kind of nice. You fall down with your feet in water. It's kind of gross. You've got to step out and then walk across this little bridge. And you'll notice, actually, that there's some andesite there. And if you have a look at where this andesite should come out, it should be right there, yeah. So we have to make sure that what we do now... How did it fall? Okay, good. What we do now, we don't go too high. So we'll have to make sure we go down. And that's why I decided this could be a good idea. So we're just going to do ourselves a little staircase at the end here. So you kind of walk over here, come down this staircase, and go down into a part that's going to be the right length, the correct depth down for us to not have this problem. So we'll go down there and one more step. Now this, let's just check how this looks. This is kind of like the thing I'm doing, just putting these underground pathways. We might just do something along these lines here so that I can walk and then just not bump myself all the time. So there we go, that goes down. I don't mind the dirt sticking out and all that sort of stuff. When we get down here, where should we go? Let's check what our coordinates are. We're at 107 and 685. Okay, 107, 685 is right here. We're going to have to maybe make a little bit of an entrance thing to this big room that we were talking about. And then we're also going to have to connect up that building, those buildings on that side, and these two buildings here eventually. We probably connect those into one path that comes over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of pull these tunnels in and see where they come out. I think this could be kind of cool to do. See how if we build the room after we've done the tunnels. So that, a good secret entrance will probably be at the bottom of these stairs here. And damn, I didn't bring any slabs. We could just change those out to full blocks, I'm sure. No, we can't. We don't have the required stuff, so we'll just have to do that for now. Alright, so let's go down there, and I should have looked at the Y value. Alright, so I'm going to have a look at the Y value. I'm going to dig a hole, and I'll come back and we can decorate the thing together. I thought I'd bring you guys in just to see how funny this is. So, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this is the fact that these are just glitching through these blocks, or whether it's because I think it's all entities. I don't know if it is all entities that actually can climb up the ladders. But look here, when I put a ladder down here, these guys just shoot up. We'll do another one. I don't know, it just looked really funny. I thought I'd share this moment. Oh, there we go, we'll pick them up. So we ended up having to go down down to level 59. I'm gonna have to now just dig that hole that I was talking about, going that direction there, and we'll see where we meet up. And I'll probably end up actually doing the other shop as well. So I'll be back. Alrighty guys, I've dug out the tunnels and I've also laid in the floors. So I want to quickly talk to you guys about what my strategy is going around projects like these at least. Maybe it could help someone, and I guess, yeah, it seems like a pretty logical way of doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and now lay in all the floors, which I've done already. And you can see that we know that we have to have these walls dug out and the roof dug out if we want to change those blocks. So we've dug out those, we've laid the floors, because that makes your life so much easier. Trust me, if you can work out where the floor's going, then you won't have problems where you start missing corners, if you understand what I mean. So say, yeah, never mind. It's hard to explain, but you end up just messing your design up a little bit if you don't do it this way. Well, I tend to. So I like to lay down the floors. I've just gone and laid an assortment of blocks. I've laid down stairs, and we've got a really powerful axe. I've laid down stone stairs. I've just mixed these up, and I think they come to look quite nice once we've got everything tied together. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to just lay in whatever block we need, while also filling up the corners with slabs, because we're going to have to, for instance, do something along these lines here. So we'll do that, and if we don't fill that slab up right now, well, if we don't slab it or put a light source or something, something's going to spawn there. So those types of corners, like those inner corners like that, we're going to just fill them up with slabs, and we're going to put in walls. So we'll go and put in standard stone brick walls, because that will be something we can chip away at, and it can kind of be like the base block. So kind of think of that as your canvas that we're going to work with, because we're going to do something along these lines here, and we'll go along here as well. And it's going to get real dark, but I'm going to have to find a spot to put a torch. So we'll be a few seconds with that one. Let's just do that and pull that all the way across there. We can put a torch down against the wall. Alright, so let's just pull this actually the whole way just to get the feel, because I know that will help quite a bit. That, and the last one over here. Right, we just filled that wall in. You can do that as well, I guess. So there we go. What we've done is we've filled in this little thing, and you can see it comes already, it starts coming together just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but a little bit has happened. So we can do that. And now we've got the walls. So what I want to do with these walls is I want to make them not like these boring flat walls. We're going to start digging out. So this is what I mean about having this as like your canvas, or maybe a blob of clay that you're going to be sculpting. I don't know what kind of analogy to use here. But we're just going to dig out pieces of walls like this. We can maybe do something just interesting, like simple, put in a cobblestone wall. There we go, ready. You can see there's a little bit of a thing coming out there, and we've got ourselves a cobblestone wall. I don't really like it, but it's something we can try. We can do something like that. We can also actually, speaking of stairs, do stuff like this, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen me do, and also in general, it's just a very logical thing, is we hide the light sources. We've actually got the light source here. Put it down there. And as soon as we put this stair here, and we need to actually take that one out there, put that stair there, you can see that we've got a light source in there. When we take that away, the light's just coming through there. You can't see where it's coming through, but you can see it's definitely coming through some area. And I think that looks really nice and spooky. We kind of got that feel going already. Also, sometimes they can glitch through these blocks. You can see sometimes they glitch through those blocks. A little tip with that is that when you do get blocks glitching through there, the light glitching through, it's not actually real light on the outside where you think it is. So you have to be careful about that. Another thing is we've tried to keep a lot of blocks unspawnable here, but there's a few spawnable blocks, like these flat slabs and stuff there, so you got to keep in mind that you don't necessarily, might not necessarily want them. I'm not too concerned if something does explode on us or whatever in here. I'm not going to be too upset, so let's just get rid of a few of these things. We can do another one of these spooky light sources here, just to show you how it's done a bit easier. So we'll put in something like, even you can do a full block there. You can just get rid of that one there and put in a block there, and you can do something like that. I think that works as well. So we've got these spooky lights. We can get rid of this light here, if I can get it. That one there. And let's just walk through and see how this side's looking already. So you can see it's looking nice and spooky. The light kind of does mess up a little bit, but in some ways it actually doesn't break what we're trying to do. It kind of adds on almost. One thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add in these corners here to kind of make it flow a little bit better. So we'll add on the cobblestone walls there, and that just means that you kind of feel like the path is diagonal versus the little squiggle that we had before. So we can do stuff like that. We can also maybe even do something like that where where we've got a piece of the floor that's fallen away. We can put something a little bit lower. Doesn't really match up. And now we can go on to doing the roof. So we're going to do this wall as well at some stage, but we'll just go onto the roof so I can show you what goes on in my head, at least, when I'm doing these things. So the roof, I don't like the roof to stay all the same. I like to change things up a bit. So we've just planned this out. Now we can at least plan a little bit out. We just dig up a little bit. In fact, the last one, I didn't actually have the space to do this. That tunnel that I showed you a bit earlier where we went too high. So we can do stuff like that. We can also put in a little light source at the top there, which we can keep secret. Be kind of interesting. So can we should be able to place a block here. Why can't I place a block on that? Oh, that's a slab. Okay. Alright. See, it's messing with me. So we'll put that slab there. Now we should be able to place a block. Perfect. Alright, so what I want to do here is I want to put a little bit of a secret hidden light in. We can do stuff like this. Put one in over there. And this is just a way to kind of light the place up, while having it not look too obvious that we've put in lighting. And I think it's a good idea, I think, at least. Okay, that breaks it. So slabs also stop it. I know that. What could I do to keep that light coming through? We might just end up doing it just boring, doing something like that. Or something like that. Let's just leave it for now. Kind of has a little bit of light coming in there. We can also, one thing I like, which I think worked really, really well. It didn't work as well as I planned, but to have a bit of water flowing and also hearing that water as you're walking through here. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do a few more things like this around the tunnels. I'm also going to get some vines included. And then I'll come back to you guys once I've done a bit more of this stuff, because it's all comes to a bit of repetition, I guess, but it's something that I think it's kind of fun to do, and it works out really well. I've just realized I haven't shown you where these things are coming out in the shops. So Here's one here. We come out into this shop, and oh, it's nighttime. We can see it's underneath here, actually, where we've got this stuff going on. We've also got this one over here, which I think I did show you. Yeah, I did. That goes down there. We also want to replace these dirt blocks with maybe some stone or cobblestone or something like that. And that's not a bright enough area. That could actually spawn something. And around, we've only got those 3 tunnels, yeah. We might not do those shops just yet. I think we're going to focus on just these ones for today, I guess. But yeah, I'll be back, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back. I have pretty much finished this up, and I try to get rid of this rain. It's just not nighttime, and it looks like it's probably going to go nighttime as we are about to go in here. There were a few creepers around, so I want to be sure that nothing at all gets blown up. So, we've had a good run so far. Absolutely nothing happened. And we are going to continue on. We're going to check out what we've just done. So we can go through this. Actually, yeah, let's do it through this entrance. I like this entrance. I like how it's kind of hidden, but then we've got like this little cavey piece, which was unintentional, but it works. You know, when you find things that are kind of just waiting to be done like this, you know what I mean? Just natural formation. Use them. I think it's kind of interesting if you can do something cool with them. So we'll just do stuff like that as I'm going around. I haven't actually thought about this area too much since we did it. That actually could be kind of nice. Just these little things around here. That's, yeah. There we go. Figured something out. Something else out. There we go. Alright, that'll be enough. We go down here, and you know what I said? I want to kind of feel like you lost. I think this really gives us this sense of, well, it gives me the sense of being lost. I want to just get in there and get those 2 blocks there. I don't think I can get it. No. Don't tell me that. Oh, we'll have to get them another time. But yeah, just coming in here, I kind of feel a little bit lost with all these things. You kind of feel like this thing should be over here. So we can go down here, and this path goes nice and spooky through these places. I actually found a way to let light in naturally through the little hole that we were trying to figure out on the other side there. But you can see we've just kind of got this real... I just want it to feel spooky, you know what I mean? It has to feel spooky, and to me it feels spooky. Over here, remember we were trying to figure this little thing out to get the light through? I put a cobblestone wall there, and it works out quite well. So we've got this area here. Come down. That's our bakery, by the way, if you guys are unaware of where we are. And I've also got a little sneaky crafting table there, just because I thought that would be a good idea. So we can walk through here, we can walk around and check it out. I honestly am very, very happy with the way this turned out. I love doing little things and having them work out. And just all the different block placing is kind of fun in many ways. I think it's probably weird, but yeah, I do enjoy just doing random block placement everywhere. And here we'll come out in our fletching shop, so let's check it out. Still raining, but I think that's actually going to be quite alright. So I think that'll do us for today's episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure there's no creepers around, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.